Hey everyone, welcome back to Auto Reviews, where we break down the latest rides so you know exactly what you're getting before hitting the road. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe for weekly reviews on the newest cars, EVs, and everything in between. Today, we're taking a close look at the all-new 2026 Kia EV3 sedan. This is Kia's latest entry into the electric sedan market, and it's packed with tech, style, and some surprising performance numbers. Whether you're already thinking about going electric or just curious about what the EV3 brings to the table, we've got you covered. The Kia EV3 sedan is positioned as a compact electric sedan that's more affordable than the EV6, but with enough premium features to make it feel like a major contender in a growing EV segment. It follows the same design language as the rest of Kia's EV lineup: minimalist, modern, and slightly aggressive without being overdone. Starting with the exterior, the 2026 EV3 sedan has a sharp yet clean silhouette. The front fascia is futuristic, with slim LED headlights and a closed-off grille that gives it a sleek, aerodynamic look. The flush door handles, bold shoulder lines, and slightly tapered roofline give it a coupe-like profile. At the rear, the connected LED tail light strip stretches across the back and helps give the car a wider stance visually. Now let's talk dimensions. The EV3 sedan slots below the EV6, with an overall length of just under 180 inches, a width around 72 inches, and a height of about 56 inches. That puts it in the same size range as a Tesla Model 3 or Hyundai Ioniq 6, but it's clear that Kia is trying to carve out its own identity with this one. The wheelbase is just over 108 inches, which translates into a surprising amount of interior space. More on that in a minute. Under the skin, the EV3 sedan is built on the EGMP platform, the same architecture that underpins other Hyundai and Kia EVs. This platform allows for fast charging, high efficiency, and a solid mix of powertrain options. Speaking of power, let's get into the engine, or rather, the electric motor, details. The base version of the EV3 comes with a single motor setup driving the front wheels. It makes around 201 horsepower and 188 pound-feet of torque. That's good enough for a 0 to 60 time in the mid 7-second range, which is perfectly respectable for a daily commuter EV. But if you're looking for more punch, there's also a dual-motor all-wheel drive variant, expected to make around 300 horsepower and closer to 320 pound-feet of torque. That drops the 0 to 60 time to around 5 seconds flat, giving it some real performance credibility in this segment. As for the battery, the standard range model comes with a 58 kWh pack, while the long-range version offers a 77.4 kWh battery, similar to what you'll find in the EV6 and Ioniq 5. Kia estimates the standard range model will deliver around 260 miles on a single charge, while the long-range variant should be good for over 320 miles, depending on wheel size and trim level. Charging is another strong point for the EV3. Thanks to its 800-volt architecture, the EV3 supports ultra-fast DC charging, allowing it to go from 10 to 80% in just under 20 minutes when using a high-power charger. That makes it one of the quickest charging cars in its class. Inside, the EV3 sedan continues Kia's recent push into more premium territory. The cabin is clean and modern, with dual 12.3-inch displays for the digital instrument cluster and infotainment screen, joined by a small climate control panel that thankfully still includes physical buttons for temperature and fan speed. Materials feel upscale for the segment, with soft touch surfaces, available vegan leather, and even some ambient lighting that adds to the mood without going overboard. Rear seat space is surprisingly generous, thanks in part to the flat floor provided by the EV platform. There's enough legroom and headroom for adults in the back, which isn't always the case in compact sedans. Trunk space is decent, too, though not class-leading, and there's no frunk on this model. Now let's talk pricing, which is one of the EV3's biggest strengths. Kia says the starting price for the base model will be around $35,000 before any incentives, which puts it right in the sweet spot for buyers looking for an affordable EV sedan. The long-range and all-wheel drive variants will push that price closer to $45,000 to $48,000, depending on the trim and options. Still, that's significantly less than some of its direct competitors, especially when you factor in available federal and state EV incentives. Kia is also promising a full suite of driver assistance features as standard, including lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, and automatic emergency braking. Higher trims will offer highway driving assist too, which includes limited hands-free driving capabilities on certain highways. So, what do we think overall? The 2026 Kia EV3 sedan looks like a very strong entry in the compact EV space. It's got the range, charging speed, performance, and tech to compete with bigger names, without the luxury price tag. And while it might not have the brand cachet of a Tesla, it brings value and usability that everyday drivers will absolutely appreciate. That's it for today's review on Auto Reviews. If you found this helpful, give us a like, leave a comment with your thoughts on the EV3 sedan, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the latest cars hitting the market. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.